we have a bit of an issue here. So we obviously have the pick pool every week with the different NFL Friday hosts. And there was a bit of controversy that I brought to the attention of the group chat. I did bring it forth.
Citizens arrest.
Eli Keeler, however, is going to be presenting as the prosecution. And Joe Henry is here representing himself in court.
Bold.
So when Lou hits the music, I'm going to sway you guys in on this great football writing Sports Illustrated book. Music just...
I think we need Eli to sing the Rocky theme again.
Did you take it off cue? Oh, super cool. Okay, well, we'll work at it. For now, Joe, put your right hand on this Bible, on this great football writing Sports Illustrated book. Do you swear on Vince Scully bobbleheads, Mike Breen bank calls, and Michael K. show rants that you will tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth today on NFL Friday?
I do.
Eli Keeler, do you swear on Ryan Gregware game winner calls, on Justin Shackle home runs, and on Emmanuel Barbieri Sienna game winners that you will tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, let's get started. So I'm going to have prosecution go first. Eli is going to present the evidence against Joe, and Joe will have an opportunity to defend himself. Whenever you're ready, Eli.
I'd like to start this off by saying I think I may be the first benevolent prosecutor in the history of law. I met Joe Henry just a short while ago. I hear from basically everybody he's a good guy. I want to trust him. I want him to be innocent. But, you know, the numbers, they don't lie, Chaz. The numbers, they don't lie. So I'm going to run through a little bit of a timeline. I'm going to be generous. And then I'll let you decide, judge and the jury. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Okay. Picture this. It's Sunday. It's 1:03 p.m. and you're on Twitter. And Evan Lazar, Patriots beat reporter, tweets, "First dynamic kickoff of the season for the Patriots is a touchback." At 1:03 p.m. You look guilty. You're laughing already.
I didn't know you had those kind of receipts.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
It's not off to a good start.
Not off to a good start.
1:03 p.m. Now, let's take it forward. Okay. And this number is going to sound outrageous, but we're going to have to do a little bit of work here because there are some other factors. Version history of the Google Doc. Oh, let's give a little context, by the way. This whole reason for this trial. Every member who's on NFL Friday makes their picks every week. You have to make the pick before the game starts, obviously.
Before kickoff.
One controversial pick was made after kickoff. Allegedly.
No, you're presenting the case. You don't have to say allegedly.
Right. So allegedly, we'll see. But let me run through this for the audience here. Every single member of NFL Friday had picked Bengals locked in before game start. September 8th, 1:11 p.m. 1:11, according to the Google Sheets version history, Joseph Henry changes his pick from Bengals to Patriots. I know what you're thinking. 8 minutes after kickoff? Are you crazy? 1:03 to 1:11? That's crazy. Now, Joe Henry did enlighten us that he was using a separate streaming service, one that could be delayed. Now, I've polled several people. Chaz, Matt, I believe I polled my roommates on this too. We've come to the conclusion that even on a bad day, those streaming services delayed. I'll give you 3 minutes. I've had people go 90 seconds. Maybe I'll give you 4. I'll give you 4. All right. So you start the game at 1:07. There's still 4 minutes now. Now. If we do a little investigation, we'll hop on over to ESPN. Let's go to the timeline of the scores. Let's see how long the first Bengals drive was that resulted in a punt. You see a Bengals punt, you might say, wow, the Patriots defense is looking good today. I might want to change my pick. Let me pull it up real quick. Play by play. Here we go. The first The first drive was 2 minutes and 13 seconds long.
That's game time.
Game time, true, but I've given you 4. I do solemnly believe on a Mike Breen bang call, on a Michael K. Don LaGreca rant, that you watched a full Bengals drive and punt, had confidence in the Patriots defense, and thus changed your pick. Illegally.
So that's the presentation from the prosecution. It doesn't look good for Joe at all. Joseph Henry, defend yourself however you may.
In the case of the people versus Joe Henry, I, the defendant, Mr. Henry, will be representing myself on this past Sunday, September the 8th, the year of our Lord, 2024. I, Joe Henry, sat down for 12 consecutive hours to watch football, beginning at the 1 o'clock hour.
As is your right and obligation as an American.
God
Yes,
bless,
sir.
God bless.
Promptly after finishing a women's volleyball article for the Fordham Ram, I finished it right at 1, so I was scrambling, right? Scrambling to get to the games.
Honorable work.
Now,
At this point, all your picks are in. At this point, so you've contended, at this point in the day, you're still on the Bengals.
at 1 p.m., I am Bengals space colon backwards parentheses frowny face because I'm
Bengals frowny face.
We'll get to it.
All 3 Patriots fans on the document had a frowny face.
2 of them still do.
Being from the New England area, I did not have access to the game that I wanted to watch. As a lifelong New England Patriots fan, I yearned to see the Patriots take on the Bengals in a game that, as of 1 p.m., was picked by all 13 NFL Friday hosts, including myself, to be won by the Bengals. Being that I did not have access to the game, I used what we will call alternative means to access this game. As such, the feed of my game was delayed by, quote, several minutes. Eli gives me 4. I'll tell you that that's plenty. While the game was slated for a 1 p.m. kickoff, it was not until 1:04 p.m. that they lined up to kick off on my screen. It was at this moment that I saw the glorious, crisp, clean white New England Patriots jerseys.
No, it's content. We gotta keep
And I
going.
had
We
a
gotta keep-
feeling in my gut. The Patriots were going to win this dang football game. Before the ball was kicked off, I switched tabs to the NFL Friday Pick'em page and switched my pick from Bengals frowny face to Patriots. At this time,
111.
no whistles at 1:04 p.m. At this time, no whistles had been blown, no balls had been touched. It was purely a move of intuition. Then, after changing my pick, the kickoff occurred. On this play, Eli Keeler, the Patriots were penalized for a false start on a kickoff
Incorrect. It was a legal formation.
because he left the line early on a
I'm
kickoff.
just-
Illegal formation, not a
This
false
hurt
start.
their chances
Red-handed.
of winning the game. I ask you this. Why would I have changed my pick after the start of the game if the game began in such disastrous Patriots-like fashion? I will now submit my first piece of evidence. Go to your phones, brothers.
Yes.
This, a
An
text
image.
exchange from September the 8th
Ooh.
from me and my father.
Wow.
Mr. McAdams, can you please read for the court the contents of this message?
Wow.
Sunday, 1:08 p.m. Switch my pick to the Patriots at the last second, and Marcus Jones is back. Looks good. A lot of orange in that stadium. Joe Henry. Yep, LOL. I'll be a min or 2 behind.
So, this sets perhaps a better timetable of events. This text proves that at 1:08 p.m. at the latest, I switched my pick, but I maintain that I switched it at 1:04. Nevertheless, the Google Doc for NFL Friday Pick'em, as you so duly noted, Eli Keeler, claims that I edited the document at 1:11 after the start of the game. Let's pretend that this is accurate. What might have caused me to change my pick? Did I spot an unfair advantage? Did something happen that gave the Patriots better odds of winning? Well, yes, the Bengals punted on their first drive after the Patriots were penalized. The Patriots got their ball back and immediately punted as well. They looked just as bad as we expected them to look. Now, let's talk perspective, and let us consider this trial in proper context. And let's call it what it is. This is a witch hunt, okay? This week I went 14 and 2.
Ooh.
14 and 2 in NFL Friday Pick'em. Not only did I win the week, I won it by 2 over everyone. I crushed everyone. Be honest with yourselves. Had I put up a measly, middle of the pack 10 and 6 performance, would this trial be going on today? Of course not. But because I won, the prosecution seeks to, with this sham of a trial, take a win away from me so that it's easier for them to catch up. It is that simple, folks. Let's be clear about one thing. This isn't a prosecution, it's persecution.
Wow.
And let's
Wow.
also consider
Wow.
why I changed my pick. What was my motivation? Well, as you guys may know, I'm a lifelong New England Patriots fan. My whole life, I've picked the Patriots to win every single game. But for the first time in my life, it can be said that that strategy is a bad one.
Yeah.
But my tendencies have not changed. Like an ex that you can't stop running back to.
Oh.
I still burn with the
Wow.
desire to pick my Patriots, no matter how much the odds are stacked against them. And so I did. I couldn't resist the urge. And because I was the only one to pick them, perhaps the prosecution is jealous that only I had the guts to make such a daring underdog pick. And it paid off. I will rest my case now, but before I do, I'd like to close by calling a witness to the stand.
Oh my.
Someone who can vouch for my fandom, my motives, my timing, and my character. I'll be calling my father, Mike Henry, to the stand.
Oh my God.
Wow. This is exciting.
Joe Henry's dad is about to call in.
Currently ringing the phone.
Joe Henry's dad isn't gonna pick up.
Dad, I need you now.
Busy.
Hey, Dad.
Hey,
Hey, how are you? Everyone can hear him?
I hear him loud and clear.
All right. Father, as you know, we are on trial, and I've just called you as a witness to the stand.
all right. Do I have to be sworn in?
Actually, yes. Could
Yeah.
you put your right hand on a document of significance?
As far as you know.
Okay.
All right.
Could be lying.
Do you, Mr. Henry, swear on Mike Breen, Bobby Chaffardini, and all the greats of WFUV Sports that you will tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do swear.
Go.
Thank you. So, Dad, what was your perspective of the events that unfolded this past Sunday afternoon?
I'm sorry, you dropped out there.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
We're in a
So,
basement right now.
Dad,
Why
we
would you
are in a
call your
basement. I didn't
dad?
think about that. What was your perspective, Dad, on the events that occurred this past Sunday?
Well, I was getting ready to watch the Patriots. I didn't have very high hopes. And then I received a text from my son, Joseph Patrick Henry, that,
GPH.
Now I know
to
your
be
middle name.
frank, and since I'm under oath, made me quite concerned because he informed me that he was switching his pick from the Cincinnati Bengals to the New England Patriots. And being a mental health professional, I became a little concerned, considering, the Patriots' difficulties in the last couple of years. And it came at me out of the blue. I was not prepared for it. I try to be supportive. I think I highlighted the text by selecting the 2 exclamation points over it.
It was the heart. You sent the 2 exclamation
The
points
heart.
on the Marcus Jones's back.
Yeah, so I actually the heart does
So your witness is lying.
sound like it.
Permission to cross-examine.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right.
Definitely across the. You got to speak up because he
I
can't hear.
I just have one question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Around what time would you say you received that text?
The best of my recollection, it was just after 1. I want to say 1. I don't know, maybe close to 1:05.
Okay.
I can double
Good
check
dad.
if the
Good
court
dad.
allows.
No, it's all right. I've already submitted the evidence.
It's 108.
He's
I was
good.
just
Okay.
checking.
Your dad's good.
So, Dad, knowing me, why do you think I changed my pick to the Patriots?
Well, I mean, I ruled out family history of mental illness.
Oh my God.
As I, went down the list of possibles, I thought maybe he's coming in from an intramural game and hit his head. I know that he doesn't drink, so I didn't think it was intoxication. I just assumed that it was because I have suffered from this myself, which is sort of a level of optimism about the Patriots that might approach delusional.
I've been there.
Degree, but also I had 20 years of watching that team do amazing things. So I just sort of
Lose to the Giants.
chalked it up to being, sort of a cross between that kind of optimism, and also Joe follows it a lot closer than I do now. Ever since Tom Brady left, like a lot of fans, I watch them and I support them, but I don't follow them as closely. And Joe knows his stuff, so I just said, okay, the kid must know what he's talking about.
And evidently I did.
Yes, I couldn't believe it as it unfolded.
Now, Father, in your experience raising me for the past 20 years, lovingly, would you say
Lovingly.
that it is as not alleged dad? Do you love me?
I certainly do.
Is this your real father?
That is enough. Yes, this is the real Mike Henry.
All right.
Yes, I'm under oath, so
No.
I can't,
Yeah,
I
true,
can't fudge
true.
on that.
Now,
He swore on
Father,
Bobby.
would you say that it is like my character to cheat, lie, or bend the rules to my advantage?
No, never once. You are expensive, and you are constantly costing me money. But you are as honest as the day is long, and it's something that I admire about you.
Oh,
We have some wholesome content.
we get
here
some
on
holes in
Friday.
NFL Friday content. I think that's let's do that. I think he's good.
That's a big... I have one more question, actually.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And finally, Father, in raising me,
Yeah.
would you say that it is of my character to inexplicably change my pick from Bengals frowny face to Patriots at the very last second out of an insatiable love for my home team that compels me to pick them no matter how slim the odds of victory?
That is the way I, in the end, came down on trying to understand why you did what you did. I thought the only defense is the Patriots fan insanity plea, and I think that's exactly what we have here.
That's all I have for you, Dad. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Henry.
You're welcome. Is the witness dismissed?
Yeah, the
You're
witness
dismissed.
is dismissed. Thank you for serving the court today.
Recess.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
All right. Love you. I'll be free soon.
As
And with
All
that,
right, yeah. Close
With
your
that-
argument, and then I'm gonna talk.
I will rest my case,
Yeah,
having
gavel.
proposed the following line of events. I finished my article at 1 p.m. I scrammed to get up a Patriots stream. I quickly saw on YouTube TV that there was no Patriots stream because we're in the New York area. I used alternative means to access said Patriots stream. At this point, it was 1:03 p.m. The boys had not lined up yet. We were in commercial break. We came back. I saw the Patriots lining up in their white jerseys, and I said, oh man, am I about to do this? And I switched tabs at 1:04 p.m. and switched my pick to the Patriots just before Bryce Behringer towed the lever and kicked the ball off. 4 minutes later, having settled in now, having gotten up the streams I needed for fantasy football, I go to text my dad at 1:08 p.m. and I say, hey Dad, I changed my pick to the Patriots. And for some inexplicable reason, which I can't explain, I have to imagine it's just a technological glitch. The Google Drive did not update its record of events until 1:11 p.m. And as such, it says that I changed my pick at 1:11. But I think we can tell based on text message history and the events which played out in the first 7 minutes of the game that it would not have made much sense for me to have changed my pick back then. And thus it is verifiable and credible for me to state that I have changed my pick at 1:04 before on my screen the ball was ever kicked off.
I would like to make one quick point as a benevolent prosecutor.
All right.
Remember that I am benevolent.
Yep.
I've come to a realization, Joe, and I want to apologize. And here's the thing. It's possible. I'm trusting you. I don't know. I've never met Mr. Henry.
I trust you.
That was
It's
so cute.
possible you typed in Patriots at the time you propose and left your cursor in the type box for several more minutes before leaving the type box and
Mm-hmm.
thus officially making the edit.
Incredibly plausible. Incredibly plausible. I appreciate you for bringing
That's
that
all
up
I'll say.
in the nature of fair game.
Can I
Fair game.
see the actual text conversation with your dad, not the
Of course.
screenshot? I need to verify
Of course.
that this isn't
Yep, this is
Photoshopped.
real. I did not Photoshop this. I'm not that talented, guys. We should know that by now.
Why don't
It's
you-
looking great for Joe Henry.
I don't know
right
if you have it on your screen, but 111.
now. I
Let's see
saw
here.
the 111 myself.
Good, good, good.
Yeah,
Just making sure.
the record does show that I allegedly changed my pick on 111. Here's my text history with my father.
It's real. This isn't a video. This is the actual Messenger app.
It's real. I have a dad.
Why? I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to make the decision.
I'm ready for my decision.
I say the defendant is innocent.
I would agree, and I'd say that Joe Henry is innocent, and the real person that should be investigated is Google.
Google. It's Google.
It's
It's
Google.
Google's fault. I brought this. It started with me. This case started with me. It's gonna end with me. Joe Henry is innocent.
Congrats,
And
Joe.
with that, the trial of the people versus Joe Henry is concluded. Thank you, Joe.
Let me shake your hand.
We will be keeping an eye on you, though.
Yeah.
Don't make any more late edits.
Yeah.
Thank you. Won't happen again, boys.
The group chat is going to be up in arms at this pick.
12
And also,
12:59 and earlier.
the
from now on.
fact that you went 14-2 was definitely a part of it. Absolutely. I was like, it should be 13-3.
Hey, you can make a new graphic and remove that asterisk.
Producer Lou just goes, no one's checking in on Owen Kelty. No one's checking in on his picks.
Was he over 500 this week?
No.
No.
8-8. Tanking.
Dang.
Tank watch.
Tank
All right.
watch.
Might be tanking.
Matt Benson has to leave. Thank you, Matt Benson, for being here.
It's a great time being on the show. Great to talk with everybody.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Let's see another great week of NFL
Yeah,
football.
Let's go.
Heck yeah, man.
Thank you, Matt.
See ya.
Joe, you can stay because you're innocent. Wow. I did not expect that. I really went into it thinking it was going to be a dunk for Eli.
Numbers were against you, but I'm glad we got to this conclusion.
I am too. I'm glad I can trust you.